Hey people, welcome back. If you have an illness, do you know what the common reaction is to have an illness? Number one is not to have a plan. Most people don't have a plan. Well, guess what? Those people are planning to fail. But in today's episode, we're here to talk about illnesses. See, when someone is told by a doctor or professional, John, you have cancer. You have diabetes. Cholesterol is too high. You're going to die. What do? You see, most people, when they're told one of these, they want to die. They become depressed. But what happens? What happens to them? They go into shock. They cannot believe what they're being told because it's not normal. Or is it? You bet it is. It's normal. There are so many people becoming ill and becoming depressed, wanting to look for alternative ways to heal. You see, most people forget to focus. They lack focus. Because if you were to focus, you'd probably find an answer. You'd probably find a solution. You see, people want to run away from their problems instead of facing them. Because if you have a problem, you should see it for what it is. Not see it worse than it is. Not see it better than it is. But first, see it as it is. And then look at it in a way that you see yourself being cured. In other words, then you see it better than it is. Because most of us don't look at the bright side of things. You see, when we're encompassed by an obstacle, most of us tend to forget about trying to look for a solution. Well, wouldn't it be easier to look for a solution than it is to focus on the problem? Well, what would you think if you started to talk about it with people you trust? I'd say sure enough, you'll find an answer much quicker than escaping from everyone else who can help you. You see, most people that contact me with an illness, it's because they want to resolve it. It's because they want to become better. It's because they want to improve their situation. You see, it's not much harder than approaching someone who has some knowledge in reference to curing themselves. Now, if you look into your religious books, such as the Bible, you'll find that God gave us these three simple solutions. First, He said, search. Search for answers. How did He say it? Seek and you shall find. But also knock. Knock. Because if you knock on somebody's door, sure enough, they're going to open it. But not only knock, you've got to ask. Because when you ask, God will give you an answer. Is it the answer you're looking for? Most probably yes. But if you don't get that answer, chances are you're going to get something better than what you're expecting. Doesn't that sound like a sweet deal? So come on, what are you waiting for? If you know someone who has an illness, like cancer, overweight issues, constipation, diabetes, psoriasis, eczema, high blood pressure, cholesterol, you name it, lupus, and many, many others, don't just think that you're going to resolve that by getting one operation. It takes so much more time, so much more than just getting one snip and cutting it out. Because it took a long time to develop. Even if you're overweight, it took time. If you have cancer, it took time. If you know someone with any of these, even diabetes or any of them, it takes time. Time. So remember, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened, ask and you will receive. Blessings to you. Have a great day.